So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
2nd and 6. His pass on target, Velus Jones with it. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
So a nice throw right there. And this, we all know, a big test for this young man at quarterback. He guided his team into the playoffs as a wild card. Now here he is on the road looking to get his guys to the 2nd round. It's certainly a tough task no matter how you slice it.
Oh, I absolutely agree 100%. And while no one around the franchise is going to, co-sign on what I'm about to say, because all they're focused on is winning this game. But let's face it, partner, no matter what happens in this one, they've got their quarterback to build their roster around for the future.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Hands it off out of the gun.
And once again, the Dolphin defense holds firm as they'll stop him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game.
And it's a Titans touchdown. A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Titans go up by 2 touchdowns. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their 2nd drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
They'll run for it with Achane.
And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll try and throw for it here.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Niggas breaking rules, that what we on? Say less.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. This ball deep for Tony. He's got
What we on? We breaking rules? Say less, Terry.
End zone, but Obviously, they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Let's go now.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and, you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it. And afterwards, they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling in these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, but they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you've got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Hadn't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder. If he wasn't a first-round pick, they want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. He got 29 yards that time.
You have to ask the question, where was the help? Because it's a little surprising to me that he'd find that much room to run this close to the end zone. He doesn't quite get there, but he sets his guys up with a first and goal.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal.
He'll try again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs.
This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing third and goal.
On play action, they'll throw. They'll roll him out right. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Ian Thomas there to make the grab.
And the Titans are able to stretch out their lead.
Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. 23 yards, the final tally.
73.
First down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Throwing is Hurts. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Christian Gonzalez.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Crowd love Yanni. Crowd love Yanni. Hey, easy, 63, bang. Don't touch.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts.
And he's going to have the hook up to Scott. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
Crowd love Yanni. Like a hornet. Don't touch.
Hurts. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So from the 36 now, first and 10.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Bang. Hey. Don't touch.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
73. Don't touch.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Throw caught by Achane.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 36, their second timeout, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
73.
On first down, Hurts.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Great.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And Hurts is intercepted, his third of the game. Picked off by Christian Gonzalez. And the Titans are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
At their own 8-yard line.
Home mistake.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, How are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now?
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Inside the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Lutz with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28.
35. Dolphins 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Don't touch that. Don't touch.
Hurts now hoping to make up for that pick six. And complete to Drake London.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A good pick up there, 20 yards. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Crowd left Yanni. Crowd left Yanni. Don't touch.
He'll look to throw. He's going to float this over the middle deep. This is caught inside the 15. It's a big play there for Miami. 46 yards.
They go play action with Hurts.
He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins.
Trey McBride, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
35. Dolphins 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Here we go.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
47 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. A nice run right there. And we talk this time of year about certain teams, certain players who don't have a lot of postseason history to speak of. And here's a man right here in his rookie season in the NFL, and he's being asked to carry the load at running back for this offense.
And he has acquitted himself nicely here in his rookie year. And look, I think we both believe that the burden's a little lighter on backs and receivers than it is on quarterbacks in the playoffs. But that's not to say this is going to be easy. As fast as the NFL game is in the regular season, it's like warp speed when you turn the pressure up in the postseason. So let's see how he handles things early.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
He'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches.
And that's why you spend a 1st-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, It's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Will Lutz on for the field goal. A 49-yard attempt.
The kick by Lutz is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Only 3 points there, but I got to think at this point in the third quarter, that's all you're really looking for.
And right now the lead is 3 touchdowns and 3 two-point conversions. So you and I both know a huge order for the best of teams. And from what we've seen so far, hard to believe that that's a likely scenario. 3 two-point conversions? That's difficult.
And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got...
And he lost the football.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half. And down 3 scores, a lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one. Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
He will push his way down to about the 14. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Here's 2nd and 8. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, number 1 on the list of things not to do when you're up 3 scores in the third, that right there, give the football away.
I love when you speak like that. You know how doctors talk about taking the Hippocratic Oath, first do no harm? You just did the football-cratic one right there. Don't give the ball away when you have a lead that you can lock this game down with.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one good for 37 yards.
Let's go now. Set, tempo, set. Let's go. Freeze.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line.
They'll try again.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A great play there. saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game.
And the Titans continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road.
Lutz good on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far. And they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He's got McBride here over the middle. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. From the 46, here's 2nd down and 2.
73. 73.
Looking to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
39 yards. That's good for a Miami Dolphin. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Dancing to his left. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10.
66 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do. Late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
Now this one into the hands of the tight end, Hayden Hurst. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that'll make it 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Into space at the 45. Now he breaks free in the middle of the field. He may go.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Lutz to try to add the PAT. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number one, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number two, if you are going to go for 2, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Second down. Here's Hurts. This is taken in by McBride. Look at the big man rumble. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Trey McBride with his second touchdown of the night. And the Dolphins get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
The extra point up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away.
Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have bucked the trend so far. Sterling performance to this point on the road, no less, in the wild card round. And they look to finish things off here in this fourth quarter.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Sidney Brown with it.
And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at the 13-yard line.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they say no to the penalty. The incompletion stands. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And what they want to do is go ahead and take those downs away from them. You never want to give extra snaps to any offense. That's how you get hurt.
Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyler Scott from 13 yards out. And the Dolphins take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Now, the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. 2nd and 7.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. As the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And quickly, they get to the line. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it, eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline.
A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Oh, he's been fun to watch in this when he's made the correct reads all game long and helped stake his team a huge lead. Running, passing, he's made all the right decisions. But that wasn't the right read on that one. It falls incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
And now here's a carry heading left. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
104 yards rushing now on 23 carries so far.
And in a situation like this, you're in the second half with the lead, trying to get to the division round. They're going to let him do his thing on the ground, and that's a great run there to pick up a first down.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
Let's go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Getting into the playoffs is one thing. Now they get to move on. Just 8 teams left.
The dream stays alive. Everyone's gunning for the Super Bowl. That's the ultimate. But you have to get there in incremental steps. One win today gets them one step closer.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From South Florida, good night, everybody.